and thanks for stopping by. Today we'll be reviewing Manjaro 24.0 Wynsdey. Now, Manjaro is a versatile open-source Linux operating system designed with a strong focus on safeguarding user privacy and offering extensive control over hardware. This user-friendly OS is an excellent choice for those who seek a fresh computing experience, as it can be seamlessly installed on a diverse array of devices. With support for both x86, 64, and ARM architectures, Manjaro stands as an ideal option for any device or computing environment. Furthermore, Manjaro provides an array of customization options and a rich selection of applications, all while prioritizing security and privacy features to cater to a wide audience. So what are some things about Manjaro? Well, it's plug-and-play hardware, it's a rolling release, it's a wide range of software, it's secure by default, lightning fast, and easily installed, and it's also based off Arch Linux. So let's go ahead and grab Manjaro. We're going to choose x86_64, and I think by default they use Plasma, but even if they don't use it by default, we're going to use Plasma today anyway. And so you'll hit this download button, go ahead and download it, and you can either stick this on a thumb drive with Balena Etcher, or you can stick this in a virtual machine. Today we'll be using a virtual machine. So give me just a second, let me get that set up, and I'll be right back. Alright, and we are back. So what I'm going to do is boot with proprietary drivers. Wow, that took a while to load up. But we're here. So if you were to install this on your own, you would click Launch Installer. You go through this, you choose American English. This is my right time zone. This is my right keyboard. And here I would say swap with no hibernate usually, and ext4. But you could also manual partition, which is what I would probably do because I would want more swap. Users, you type in your name, type in what you want to use to log in, what the name of this computer is, choose a super secure password. I would personally choose LibreOffice, and this just gives you a summary of what you've done. Look it over, see if it's something that you like, and then hit install. But we're not doing that. Instead, I'm going to be playing around with the live environment. So I've only used KDE one other time, but I think this looks pretty good. I like the floating panel, and I like how you have the workspaces here. I also like that peek at the desktop button. And I really do like the system tray. And I like that you can show hidden icons. The only thing I don't like about this is that the clock is bigger than the calendar. So let's go ahead and do what we always do, run Firefox. Ooh, that's a nice little animation. This was one of the things I didn't like about Manjaro. I don't like how they just force these bookmarks in the bookmarks section. But let's see what we're running here. We are on 125.0.3. That sounds like the newest. And let's close out of that. Now let's look in the terminal. Now, one of the things I like that they did with the terminal was this power line effect going on and how it's just customized like that. But let's run a command, see how this runs. I like the autocorrect and what's going on with it. So let's try to do NeoFetch. You have to do a SY to download. Okay. So I guess we can't do that. Alright, let's go ahead and close out of the console. Let's go to the application launcher. Let's see what is actually installed. Alright, you have Dolphin. Let's take a look at Dolphin. Yeah, I've never really looked at Dolphin, but one of the things I can appreciate is the split option, which the console also had the split option. I can see where this would be very useful. I might even replace Nautilus with Dolphin. Alright, so let's close out of that. What other applications do we have? Ooh, we have HTOP. Let's take a look at HTOP. Okay, it seems to be running decently. Not too bad. So that's something we can actually look at in the console. Next, we have Kate. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad either. Let's see about Kate. It is on 24.02.2. Oh, this one also has a split view. This is really nice. You got your calculator, you got your text editor, you got your document viewer, got another system monitor, you even got time shift. Ooh, it includes VLC out of the box, so that's good. Let's take a look at system settings now. Okay, we're gonna change to breath dark. Okay, I like what happened with the wallpaper. There's just so many settings to choose from here. Let's look at about the system. Okay, so we're running on KDE 6.0.4. We're running on an X11. That's interesting. What does this do? Launch Info Center. Why is it a button for the same thing? Whatever. Let's take a look at the wallpaper. Let's see what this one looks like. Or how about this one? They definitely have a lot to choose from. I think I would go with the Scarlet Tree though. Now, what do I think about Manjaro? So I think, first of all, I want to go ahead and say this out of the box, is that all the stuff I was gushing over was about KDE. because I'm not as familiar with KDE, but they do have some things that I really like. The only issue that I had with KDE is that whenever I was doing a VirtualBox and I installed it and everything, the panel did not want to work right. I always had issues with it freezing up on me, or it wouldn't save my settings, or some nonsense along those lines. But I think KDE, in terms of customization, is a lot better. I still prefer using GNOME applications when possible, but when you got things like Dolphin that has a button to split your view, that split view function is something that I really appreciate. And so one of the things that you can really appreciate about Manjaro is their selection of desktop environments and window managers, because I did notice that we could have also went with Sway, but I don't like using window managers when it comes to doing these reviews, because I want to see what all they come with and I want to see how its default functions. And so I think if you can deal with getting your updates every 2 weeks instead of getting them immediately, and if you can also deal with Manjaro's past, I think Manjaro is a good distribution. I often said before that I wouldn't recommend Manjaro to anyone, but I think I've changed my mind on that. After seeing how it functions, I think it could be a solid choice. Now, I wouldn't recommend this to beginners because it's an Arch-based distro, and I don't recommend anything Arch-related to a beginner. But I think for those who are a little more advanced and want something simple, I think Manjaro has you covered. So with that being said, we have now come full circle. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe, and I shall see you guys in the next video.